Greetings everyone. Today, me and my classmates are going to create an employee payroll system using Java Swing. Build the system, we'll first open Eclipse or any Java IDE that supports Java Swing and start a new Java project. Once the project is set up, we will switch to the Design tab and begin adding the necessary components to develop the employee payroll system.
Greetings everyone. Let's start with JLabel. Let's begin with JLabel, a fundamental Swing component used to display text or images within a GUI. Labels are non-interactive, serving primarily to inform users or to label other components. In our payroll system, we utilize 4 JLabels to guide user input. First, name indicates where the user should enter their name. Second, hourly rate specifies the input field for the employee's hourly wage. And third, hours worked denotes where to input the total hours worked. And last, employment type labels the section for selecting the type of employment. Each label is positioned using the set bounds x, y, width, height method, which determines the component's placement and size within the frame E. For instance, name label that set bounds 20, 10, 100, and 30 places the name label 20 pixels from the left and 10 pixels from the top, with a width of 100 pixels and a height of 30 pixels. This precise positioning ensures a clear and organized layout for the user interfaces.
JText field, a components to allow user input. A JText field is a single line text box where user can enter the data. In our application, we use three text field corresponding to the label. One, name field for entering employee's name. Hourly rate field for inputting the hourly wage. Third, hours work field for specifying the number of hours worked. Each text field is also positioning using the set bounds. A set bounds method to align appropriately with its respective label. For example, name field dot set bounds open parenthesis 130, 10, 150 and 30 and close parenthesis. Place the text field adjust to the name label, ensuring a cohesive and user-friendly interface.
To capture the employment type, we employ JRadioButton components. JRadioButton allows user to select one option from a set of mutually exclusive choices. In our system, we provide two options. Full-time and part-time. We group these radio buttons using a button group to ensure that selecting one option deselects the other, maintaining data integrity. Positioning is managed with the setBounds method similar to previous components to align them under the employment type label.
We incorporated J checkboxes. Checkboxes will allow users to select multiple options independently. For our employee payroll system, we included tax deduction and insurance reduction. Users can select either, both, or none depending on their preferences. The checkboxes are positioned accurately using the set-bounds method to ensure clarity and ease of use.
Central to our application's functionality is the J-button component labeled Calculate. When clicked, this button triggers the payroll calculation process. We add an action listener to define the actions performed upon clicking. The button is strategically placed using the setBounds method to be easily accessible after all the inputs have been entered.
Upon clicking the Calculate button, we first compute the gross salary. This is achieved by retrieving the values from the hourly rate and hours worked text fields, parsing them into numerical data and multiplying them. The double parse double convert these text inputs, which are initially treated as string, into double values so they can be used in calculation. This calculation provides the total earning before any deduction.
Now, we're gonna apply some deductions to the gross salary. We need to check the state of each J checkbox and calculate the deductions accordingly. And here is the code for this part. Now, let me explain this to you. In this part, the code calculates the deductions based on the user selections using checkboxes. Here, how it works. The employee system calculates the employee's net salary by following a series of steps. First, the variable deductions is initialized to 0, ensuring a starting value before applying any deductions. Then, the system checks if one or both checkboxes is selected using the .isSelected method. For example, task check is selected. When this thing is selected, it will apply a 10% deductions using the formula tax deduction equals gross salary times 0.1. This is similarly as well for the insurance deductions. When it's selected, it will apply a 5% deductions. By using the formula, insurance deduction equals gross salary times 0.05. Both deductions are added to the deductions variable using the plus equal operator. After determining the total deductions, the net salary is calculated using the formula net salary equals gross salary minus deductions, representing the amount the employee will receive after all applicable deductions. This approach ensures accurate salary computation, and provides a clear breakdown of earning and deductions.
After performing the salary calculation, it is essential to present the result to the user in a clear and concise manner. We achieve the using JOption pane, a component in Java Swing that provides standard dialog box, such as message, input, and confirm dialogues in our employee payroll. We utilize JOption pane to display the calculated payslip information to the user. This code snippet creates an information dialog that displays the employee's name, gross salary, total deduction, and net salary. By using JOption pane, we ensure that the users receive immediately feedback in standard format, enhancing the overall user experience. Now we're done with that. Let us add now a dialog that if a user put nothing in the text field and try to calculate now for this, we need to try and catch method. We try and catch block are fundamental constructs for handling exception and expected events that occurring during program execution, such as attempting to divide it by zero or accepting an invalid array index. By using these blocks, you can manage errors gracefully without abnormal terminating your program. Now we're using our code. Let's put the try block for the calculation of the salary. And now we're gonna use the catch if a certain errors is found by the input of the user. So for example, with this code, if a user input nothing in the console and press the calculate button, this dialog will show. Now let's make dialog information the user that they need to pick between full-time and part-time. For example, now let me explain the code for you. Check if the name variable is empty. If true, it means the user did not enter any name. Check either the full-time or the part-time radio button is selected. That means not. If either button is selected, this evaluates to true. That combines both conditions. If either the name is empty or the radio button is selected, the entire condition becomes true. And this text will be shown for dialog if the user did input a name or select a deployment type.
Summary: our employee payroll system leverages various Java Swing components to create an intuitive and functional application. JLabel provides clear labels for input fields, guiding user interaction. JText field allows user to input textual data such as names and numerical values for rates and hours worked. JRadio button enables selection between manually exclusive employment types, ensuring accurate data entry. JCheckbox offer flexibility for user to select applicable deduction, tailoring the payroll's calculation to individual circumstances. JButton initiates the calculation process, tying together user input and system logic. JOption pane displays the calculated result in user-friendly dialog, providing immediate feedback. By combining these components, we have developed a comprehensive payroll system that not only simplifies the payroll process but also ensures accuracy and efficiency. This application serves as a testament to the power and versatility of Java Swing, building robust desktop application. That's all. Thank you.